Good morning. It is a Sunday, a day for rest and relaxation. That is why I chose a topic which is dear and near to my heart. In the third level, Sam sent a letter to Charlie, proving of the existence of the portal. So the letter traveled through time. A letter is a true time traveler. It remains in absence and it remains long after to remind. It is a testimony to the fact that we desperately need to communicate with each other. Alone we cannot thrive, for like the bees making honey, we need the hive. So we need to communicate. Letter writing is an aspect of that urge in our heart to communicate with each other. There will be 3 videos dedicated to letter writing. The first part will be about introduction and pattern, and in the introduction we will also talk about everlasting love and the culture of instant gratification. Then the second video will be about the format of letter writing, and the third video will be on the types of letter to be prepared for the examination and the conclusion, that is what to do and how to do. So there will be 3 videos. The first one will be introduction, and the second one will be the format, and the last one will be conclusion and the types of letter writing needed from the examination point of view. My romance with letter writing started with the postcard, a very limited space in which to express our thoughts and emotions, and then continues with the email, which can be constructed using hundreds of words and which lights up the screen of any dead device with that human touch, the touch of that human heart, the urge to communicate. A letter is a powerful tool to communicate, to tell, to organize thoughts, ideas, emotions on a paper and express it all through words arranged with thought and technique. Letter writing is about expression of emotions and also about a particular way of expressing that emotion. Personally, I am always fascinated by a well-constructed letter, for it is like a portrait, a photo story made possible by words addressed to someone. A letter is one individual trying to reach out and relating to another individual at a personal level with certain expectations and hopes. The art of letter writing is full of technicalities and is often like a maze for the uninitiated. I have witnessed horribly constructed letters even by those who are in authority, because we are gradually forgetting the art of letter writing because of the WhatsApp culture. I hate WhatsApp. Especially because I'm head over heels in love with letter writing. WhatsApp is everything that the letter is not. It is devoid of grace and beauty and depends heavily on instant gratification. There is no elegance to it. It is just a naked body, a commodity, an object, and each a use and throw thing. A thing easily composed and easily forgotten. A letter is not like that. There is love and romance in letter. There is hope and dreams in letter. There is care and trust in letter. Personally, I prefer an email compared to a WhatsApp message or any of those instant messaging services. But then you will say WhatsApp is so convenient and so much of an in thing. Well, all I say is that the peacock, devoid of its rainbow feathers, will be so convenient but then so ugly. WhatsApp messages are ugly. A letter is beautiful. Would the flower look so beautiful if it did not take time to bloom? Would the morning sky before the sunrise look so beautiful if the light did not take time to gradually spread? A letter is not instant gratification. It is like the blooming of the flower and the sky dreaming of the dawn. It speaks of care and effort. There is nothing casual in a letter, and there is an elaborate ritual involved in the art of letter writing. That ritual is the technique. My choice of email or letter over WhatsApp is of course debatable, but then I wrote something. I would like to read that. But then a letter remains a letter because it speaks of effort and not just a casual punch of few keys to construct a WhatsApp message to be lost in a few minutes in the multitude of messages crawling up. I don't use WhatsApp, and I always make it a point to warn others of the addiction to the culture of instant gratification. Letter writing is everlasting love, and instant messaging services are instant gratification. So I will always prefer everlasting love more than instant gratification. To begin with, we have two broad classifications about the pattern of writing a letter. One is the block pattern, which is used nowadays, and the other one is the modified block pattern, which was taught to our generation when we were in school. In the modified block pattern, all lines are not aligned to the same margin. Some lines begin from the left hand side margin and some lines begin from the right hand side margin. For example, the date is aligned to the right hand margin and the address is aligned to the left hand margin. So it's more like a zigzag pattern, like the zigzag pattern. So that is modified block pattern, which was more in use earlier. But nowadays we are more comfortable with the block pattern. The change happened after the advent of the computers, because in a Microsoft Word document, when you type, then suppose you are typing in a Microsoft Word document, then all the lines by default begin from the left hand side margin. And if you allow that to remain so, then it saves time and energy. So that's why the form which is more accepted today is the block pattern. And that is the form which we will be following for the examination. All lines should begin from the left hand margin. Remember, there are two margins, the right and the left. All lines should begin from which margin? The left hand margin. That is the block pattern of letter writing.